Good evening and welcome to Monday Night Mashup. I'm Kate Ashton.
And I'm Cleopatra Shabazz.
Our top story tonight. Chilling new details have emerged from the upstate case in which a missing person was found chained in a metal box. In a story that broke over the weekend, police in Woodruff, South Carolina have arrested Todd Kohlhepp in connection with the crime. Authorities have also discovered that Kohlhepp has had a dark history, having served more than a decade in prison in Arizona before moving to South Carolina to hide his past. According to CBS News, he is also a suspect in 7 other deaths. The victim and her boyfriend had been missing since August, and the victim claims she witnessed her boyfriend being killed by Kohlhepp.
And from one high-profile case to the state to another, jury selection for the Dylann Roof trial stopped before it began this morning. U.S. District Judge Richard Georgel heard a motion from Roof and his attorneys in private, causing the jury selection to be delayed. A recording or transcript is expected to be provided with details of the hearing that do not break attorney-client privilege. Dylann Roof is accused of shooting 9 parishioners of Charleston's Emmanuel AME Church last year. He faces a total of 33 federal charges, and the federal prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. Jury selection is scheduled to resume on Wednesday.
Staying on the topic of criminal courts, Janet Reno, the first female U.S. Attorney General, died early this morning. Reno was nominated by President Bill Clinton and served until 2001. She is known for her involvement in the Waco, Texas raid, the investigation in Bill Clinton's affair with Monica Lewinsky, and the seizure of a Cuban immigrant child. Reno oversaw cases that include high-profile convictions of the Unabomber and culprits responsible for the 1993 World Trade Center bombing and 1995 Oklahoma City bombing. After a 20-year-long battle with Parkinson's disease, Reno passed away at the age of 78 years old, and her impact on this nation will not be forgotten.
Well, the homecoming events were a huge hit on campus, but how did the Gamecocks fare on the gridiron? Emma Mondo has that and more in your sports, and Miller Hyatt has your weather forecast right after the break.
Hi, I'm Miller Hyatt with your weather forecast. We're first going to look at the drought situation in the southeast. Looks like our drought is getting worse. We're in a dry period right now, and you can see part of the upstate of South Carolina down through Atlanta and Alabama are an excessively dry portion of the southeast, so we definitely need some much needed rain. Some areas in the upstate haven't seen rain in 30 days, so hopefully we'll get some rain over the next couple of weeks. Now let's look at the 7-day forecast, and you can tell that by Tuesday, which is election day, it's going to be a lot cooler, 69 degrees with a low of 40, so it'll be a great day to get out and cast your vote. Now as we head towards the weekend, Friday's Veterans Day, and it's looking pretty nice, 71 degrees, but as we head towards Sunday, it's going to look fantastic, but it's a lot cooler, 57 degrees, so that's about 10 degrees below normal. And now, here's sports with Emma.
Well, it was a big weekend at USC. The school celebrated its homecoming as the football team took on the Tigers of Missouri. Riding the heels of a big victory last weekend against Tennessee, the Gamecocks were looking to get back a winning record on Saturday. The game was close throughout, but ultimately, freshman Jake Bentley led the USC team to a big victory over the Tigers with a 31-21 win. The win boosted the Gamecocks' record to 5-4, and the win garnered Bentley the SEC Player of the Week award. Carolina will be on the road next week on Saturday as they take on the Florida Gators in the Swamp. Kickoff is set for noon. The men's soccer team was also in action this weekend as they hosted the Kentucky Wildcats for senior night at Stone Stadium. The game was a key matchup for the Gamecocks, and it certainly felt like one. The game was tight throughout, but the Gamecocks would strike first on a goal from Bjorn Gudjonsson in the 44th minute. Kentucky was quick to respond, though, hitting a goal in the 50th minute to tie the game at 1. The score would stay deadlocked until the 86th minute when Carolina's Andre Street would put one into the net and the Gamecocks going up 2-1. The score would hold as USC would hold on for a big victory as they prepare for the region tournament that starts this Wednesday. And in the world of baseball, history has been made and a curse has been broken. Last week, the Chicago Cubs won the World Series, beating the Cleveland Indians in a game for the ages. The title win breaks a 108-year-long World Series drought for the team and puts an end to what has been called baseball's biggest curse. Utility man Ben Zobrist was named World Series MVP, playing a huge role in the team's comeback. The Cubs managed to climb back after falling in the series 3-1. Well, from one historic win to another, coming up, we'll talk about tomorrow's election and what you can do to make a difference.
As you may be well aware of, Election Day is tomorrow and your vote is crucial, arguably more so than previous elections. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, November 8th. Be sure to bring a form of ID such as your driver's license, military ID, or passport. Remember that there are other political seats open, including U.S. and State House and Senate seats, along with local county positions. If you are unsure of which options will be on your ballot or where you need to go, you can go to vote.org.
Lots of students do have to go home to vote if they are in-state students. I know I have to go home tomorrow to vote. What about you guys? What are y'all?
Yep, I sent in my absentee ballot, so I'm accounted for.
Awesome.
Well, are you all ready for this election season to be over with?
I definitely am. I'm ready for it to
Oh,
be
yeah.
over.
I'm going to miss those Snapchat filters, though. Well, thank you for joining us for this edition of Monday Night Mashup, your weekly news update. For more news, be sure to follow us on Twitter at SGTV News 4. To find out how you can spend your weekend, check out the next episode of Weekend Preview. We hope to see you next week. Have a great night, and don't forget to vote.
Today, historian Kent Germany held a seminar about.
And we're out here with SGTV News 4.
With the election only 5 days away, students are now